Hello from Chicago. I'm Randy Niznick. I'm a retired Navy CB chief, where I served from 1990 to 2013, all around the world, just as many of my brothers and sisters, many of you out there that served in the military. Upon my retirement in 2013, I entered the world of facilities management, kind of continuing my service from what I did in the Navy Seabees, which most people know the Navy Seabees are the Naval Construction Force, but we also do a lot with facilities management. And I found myself in the data center environment. And what I do with the data center environment is I oversee and manage the facilities critical infrastructure that supports data centers. What I mean is your mechanical, your critical cooling, your emergency power generation and backup systems, your electrical power distribution systems, etc. All of those supporting elements of a data center facility that basically keeps that IT equipment that is in that data center running at peak efficiency. What do I like best about the industry, the data center world, critical environments, if you will, is just the no 2 days are the same, and the constant challenge that comes with providing uptime of my critical cooling systems, my electrical systems, so on and so forth, and being able to work through those issues as they come up. As I always say in the facilities world, nothing ever breaks at noon on a Monday. Well, the same can be said in the data center world. So a lot of times, I will be honest, a lot of times I get those late night calls, early morning calls that say, hey, our critical cooling systems went down, or hey, the building took a major power hit. We lost the city utility. We're on backup power generators right now. And then I have to basically reach out to my on site technicians and see what's happening, so on and so forth, work through those issues. What I like best about the industry is just being able to continue my service. So, just as all of you, we served our country and we served our fellow citizens of the United States. And when you get out, a lot of times people are looking for that continuation of service. And working in a data center industry, especially right now with all that is going on with COVID and work from home and virtual doctor appointments, e-learning for schools, the demand on data centers are even that much more important. And even though we are behind the scenes, doing what we do in the data center environment allows us to continue to serve our communities locally, nationally, sometimes globally. And that is what I find to be a true blessing with this profession. Again, we're behind the scenes, kind of doing our thing. But when you think about, a simple thing like you go to open up an app on your phone and it doesn't open in a timely manner, usually it's because there's some issue there going on, possibly at the data center. So working in that data center environment, you are basically on the front lines to ensure that that data center remains up and operational. Why do I feel veterans are really suited for this industry? It's because it's a very, everything is process and procedure driven, especially in the world that I am, where it's the facilities infrastructure. If I have my team or a third party vendor go in to do some routine critical preventative maintenance and they forget a step in that process, and inherently they affect that system that they are working on and they take it down, that really could impact that data center. Worst case scenario, it could take that data center down. And anybody who knows anything about data centers knows that every minute that a data center is down, depending on what the data center is, Facebook and Google is one type of data center, but then you got small data centers. But at the end of the day, for every minute that data center is down, it's either going to be the company's either going to be losing a whole lot of money, or it's going to be directly impacting operations of that business, and or both. So everything is very procedural and process driven. Everything has to be written out, what we call MOP, methods of procedure, standard operating procedure. And those technicians, those vendors have to follow those procedures to the ladder. They cannot miss a step because you risk potentially taking down that data center. And this is where I believe veterans really succeed because we're used to performing by strict procedures. We're used to implementing strict processes to get things done. And then also we just have that natural curiosity. So I think, those of us that are in the military, we always want to know more about what's going on around us. So you may be going into a data center to work on an electrical system, but most veterans are going to be curious and they're going to want to know about the cooling. They're going to want to know what's in those racks, and they start asking those questions. And that natural sense of curiosity is very important in a data center world. So, in my opinion, many veterans fit the bill for data center profession, either on the critical facility side or actually in the data center itself doing networking, cabling, etc. There are many, many different opportunities in the data center world, and there are definitely many, many different facets to a data center, even physical security. You could be working physical security, you could be working security systems, surveillance systems. I mean, all of this is at a data center. And all of that, there are many veterans out there that could fit the bill. So please, do your research. Find out more about data centers. Talk to those of us that are in the industry. We'll tell you what it's like. We'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. But at the end of the day, this profession is a great fit for many veterans. Thank you.